Hi, welcome to my FSY. This is a level 2 focus practice, during which we'll focus on unwinding the back body. To do this practice, you'll need a comfortably padded surface. We've taken a blanket and just laid it across a sticky mat, and you'll also need a bolster. Begin in a kneeling position with the right side of your pelvis next to the butt end of a bolster. You might even, from there, slide to the right so that you're sitting mostly on your outer right hip. You want the knees to be a couple inches apart, and ideally you want your left shin to be just nestled in the sole of your right foot. Good. From here, take your left hand to your lower belly. Your other left hand to your belly. There you go. And with the left hand, begin to turn the belly toward the bolster. Then lay the belly along the bolster so that as you start to lie down on it, you get longer. Good. You can eventually just let the left hand outstretch itself. However, keep the right hand active. It's going to stay grounded. Keep the right elbow lifted. And turn your head to the right. Now, as you can see, it's almost instinctive and intuitive that your body is always really craving more length and room. So you can see how, as Brooke is breathing here, her torso naturally is wanting to lengthen out along the bolster. And it's really simple. The inhale will kind of pick you up and lengthen you. And the exhale will help you to turn a little bit more. Good. So you can do that 3 more times. Riding the inhales to more length. And riding the exhales to more turn. Yeah, and each time you pressurize that right hand, you'll just feel the spine spinning. That's it. That's it. The back muscles broadening. Good. Now, after you've made some of those intuitive movements, you don't need to keep doing them on and on and on and on. You could just rest your right hand on the ground. Right? And sort of surrender to the posture. At the same time, you never want to collapse your attention. So bring your attention to the back of your skull. And as though you had a zipper at the back of your skull, begin to slide your attention down along the length of your spine all the way to your tailbone. Do it a couple times. From the back of your skull, slide your attention down the length of your spine to your tailbone. And as you've unzipped the suit of your back body, feel like even more all the muscles on the right side of your spine fall to the right. All the muscles on the left side of your spine fall to the left. And then underneath that cloak, you can deeply rest. 3 conscious breaths. Good. And then you slowly come up. So you slide your hands underneath your chest and use the press of your arms to sit back up. And then you'll shift yourself around so that now the left side of your pelvis is going to be close to the butt end of the bolster. Let the knees be a few inches apart. Have the right shin just resting in the little cradle of your left foot. And then taking your right hand to your lower belly, you initiate the turn from your lower belly onto that bolster. That's it. And you begin to lengthen your belly out on the bolster as you come down. Eventually let the right hand stretch itself outward, but keep your left hand active. So you can see now how her hand is grounded, her elbow is lifted. And this supplies some leverage for you to deepen the turn. As you inhale, you lift and lengthen your torso. And as you exhale, you push with that hand to turn. Yeah. it keeps going and growing. That's the thing. That to an outside observer sometimes who is looking at a yoga pose, they'd say, oh, this is a sort of a boring, static stretch of some sort. But to an inside participant, you can feel how there's this sort of urge to make room inside and to unravel some of the knots that any number of stressful stimuli have caused in your body. And so again, that process never ends, but if it feels like you kind of maximize the depth of your twist and you just want to be quiet in the pose, then what I typically do is just rest that lever arm. I fall into the bolster. But I try not to let my mind fall into just sort of torpor. Try to stay present. And in that way, and this is the visualization, from the back of the skull all the way down to the tip of your tailbone. In that way of keeping your mind present and of even imaging direction of movement, you start to feel even deeper layers of release. Let all the muscles on the right side of your back fall to the right. Let all the muscles on the left side of your back fall to the left. 3 good breaths. Good. And then you slowly come up. Use your arms to lift up. And we're going to turn you around here, so put the bolster on the other side. And the last pose in this mini sequence is child's pose with support. So you come to a kneeling position with the big toes together and the knees just a little wider than the hips. And you slide the bolster back toward your pelvis. Ground your thighs, lengthen the front of your spine, and then fold over that long bolster. You can turn your head in either direction. Some people find it more comfortable to make a pillow with their hands to rest. But the point is to really rest in that shape. To let the pelvis rest heavily toward the heels. To let the head rest on the support being offered to it. Especially after that twist on both sides. Feel how this wonderful cape of your back body is providing this sort of shelter. This refuge inside of which you can breathe very easily. Well, this is a fabulous pose. And we'll just be quiet while you enjoy it. Unwinding the back. Unwinding the back. So obviously the whole advantage of practicing on your own at home is that when you're just dropping into something, you can stay longer if needed. So you're welcome to stay for as long as you like and to enjoy. Thank you for practicing with us. See you next time.